Turning 60 is a milestone, and for my mum, it's the start of something completely new. I love cruising. I've been on more than 50 of them, but my mum, well, she's never actually set foot on a cruise ship. Until now. In this series, Setting Sail at 60, we're sharing her journey, discovering and ticking off 60 incredible experiences across 6 unforgettable episodes to mark her 60th birthday year. From the natural wonders of Norway to the sunshine of the Mediterranean and the charm of the British Isles, this is about more than just travel. It's about new life experiences and seeing the world through completely fresh eyes. Join us as we explore what it really means to cruise with Fred Olsen Cruise Lines, the smaller ships, the thoughtful details and the memories that last a lifetime. In this episode, we're going to be ticking off 10 more amazing things together as we cruise into the Arctic Circle, including a sail away that I've wanted to experience for years, Mum's first ever high-speed rib boat ride, and our first time ever on horseback. 60 moments, one unforgettable year. This is Setting Sail at 60. Welcome to episode 3 of our 6-part video series here on the Fred Olsen Cruise Lines YouTube channel. Today we're coming to you from somewhere completely different. We're in Scotland.
And it's sunny.
We're in a very sunny Queensferry just outside Edinburgh, and we're ready to board our next cruise.
Which is the Balmoral, and we are going to Norway and we're going to visit the Arctic Circle.
That's right, which is somewhere that neither of us have ever been before.
Nope.
So I think it's going to be quite a ride over the next 10 nights. What is really strange for us is that we're an hour away from your house, just outside Glasgow, and we're boarding a cruise ship here.
I know, it's very quick and easy.
It's great, isn't it?
It's great.
All we had to do was get in the car with a coffee, and we're here, and we're ready to go.
Yep.
So, speaking of being ready to go, let's leave you here, let's get over the Queensferry crossing, and let's get on to Balmoral for what is going to be quite a cruise. We'll see all of you on board. So we are now back on board the ship. Mum?
Hi.
Feeling good?
Yep. Excited.
We're going to check out Mum's room. Oh, actually, I was going to say we're going to check out Mum's room first. We've just found your room.
So we have.
Let's go in and have a look. This is your first time ever, before you go in, seeing an inside cabin.
Yep.
So let's go in and check it out. This looks lovely. I'll put my key in the card there for you for
lovely.
now.
Oh, thanks, because I can write
Oh,
past.
wow, I think this must be...
Wow.
This must be a newly refurbished cabin.
Yep. I don't want to make a mess. Don't you make a mess?
This is actually lovely.
It's lovely.
Okay, so we'll obviously film a full room tour, and I am currently covered in bags, but for now, do you want to show us the bathroom?
Yep.
I'm very intrigued by this. This is lovely.
Oh.
Oh, that looks new as well.
That's lovely.
Huh.
Oh, I'll let you in.
Let me have a quick pan.
Oh,
it's a shower cubicle?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Right, talk to me. First impressions of an inside cabin.
Lovely, a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be.
It is roomy, isn't it?
Very roomy. And very bright as well.
Okay, well, we are now on the ship. That whole process was pretty seamless, to be honest with you.
Excellent, quick and easy.
Yeah. Shall we go and check out my room once we get settled in properly here?
Yep.
And then, how do you feel about sail away?
Looking forward to it, actually.
In the sunshine?
In the sunshine.
Maybe with a glass of your favourite.
Maybe. Water. Sparkling water.
Right, welcome on board. Let's go outside.
Right.
Out on the open decks, it was time for us to enjoy what was going to be one of our most memorable sailaways to date. As we pushed off from the dock, I couldn't help but feel like I needed to pinch myself over and over again. Mum and I were actually heading to the Arctic Circle together. I don't know about you, but as far as both Mum and I are concerned, that calls for a toast. So of course, we popped to the bar to grab a couple of glasses of red to take in the scenery together. Queensferry is less than 10 miles outside of Edinburgh, Scotland's capital city. One of the absolute highlights of this port has got to be the bridges. Did you know that the oldest of these bridges, the Forth Rail Bridge, opened way back in 1890? When I was a child growing up here, there were only 2 bridges, the original Forth Rail Bridge and also the Forth Road Bridge, which opened back in 1964. The Queensferry Crossing, which is the newest of these bridges, opened in 2017 to take the pressure off of the bridge in the middle of all of these shots. One aspect of this cruise that I was so excited about was the fact that Balmoral's small enough to fit underneath all of these bridges. That means that we got to enjoy a scenic sail away, cruising under each one. But the much larger cruise ships actually have to anchor out in the bay and operate a tender process to come ashore. Standing out on deck, I can't even begin to explain how I felt. I had the biggest lump in my throat throughout this entire experience. As we passed under the rail bridge, we sounded the horn and we got a response from a train passing overhead. Oh, there's a train.
So it is.
One thing was clear, and that was that I would remember this sail away forever.
After leaving Rosyth, we spent 2 days at sea ahead of reaching our first Norwegian port. During our second day at sea, we'd be crossing into the Arctic Circle, which felt very strange to say. Our conditions were absolutely fine and not really any different to what we'd experienced before. I was really nervous that the Arctic Circle might have been really choppy.
With crossing into the Arctic Circle, we had something to do, and that was to be approved for entry. Mum?
Yep.
We're about to cross over into the Arctic Circle.
I know.
For our first time ever.
Yep.
Which means that we've got a very special ritual that we have to complete before that. Do you have any idea what I'm talking about?
No.
Okay. I've given you the daily times for today.
Okay.
On there, there's a section that talks about the Arctic Circle crossing ceremony.
Okay.
Do you want to read it out for us?
Yep. Before we're granted passage into the Arctic Circle, join King Neptune and all his royal court as we initiate all those who are crossing the Arctic Circle for the first time. I hope we're not going in the pool.
Do you know what that means?
No.
That means that it was your first time, it was my first time, so we're about to be initiated.
Oh, we'll take the plunge together
by
then.
King Neptune. Shall we head out to the deck and find out what on earth is going on?
Okay, sounds good to me.
Good luck.
Oh, same to you.
When we were looking at this cruise some months before, I had quietly hoped that something like this would take place, but I wasn't too sure if it would. It was fair to say I was a little nervous that after this, my mum might not speak to me again, and we had quite a long time remaining on the ship. The aft pool on Balmoral had been completely transformed into King Neptune's court, and our cruise director, Abby, who you can see running around the pool here, was very willing to put everybody to trial. That included all of the crew and all of the passengers. The idea here is that if you've never crossed into the Arctic Circle, this initiation ceremony grants you the ability to do so. It was so funny to watch all of the crew members that we've seen around the ship be initiated and then have the opportunity to step up to have the same thing done to us. My personal highlight has got to be when our cruise director got initiated and then also had a bit of a plunge. We were standing just off the side of the pool when that happened, and I couldn't help but look at my mum and think, oh my goodness, how are you going to react when I push you in the pool? I think the look here on her face says it all. Don't worry, I'm only kidding. I didn't actually push her in the pool. This is Mum being initiated with probably a much larger ladle of ice-cold water than she was expecting. And as soon as she was done, I was then straight in line behind to also be approved for entry. After that relatively cold covering, it was then time to head to the back of the ship to have a quick celebration that yes, we were now approved for entry, which meant that tomorrow morning we'd be waking up in the Arctic Circle. So we're here on the top deck and ready to head out on our excursion. Over to you.
Tonight we're going to a beach and we're going to be horse riding.
That's right, which is something that I never thought I would say on a cruise. I certainly never thought I'd say it on a cruise with you.
Definitely not.
Because neither of us have ever been on a horse before. Now, tonight we are hoping to see the midnight sun.
Hopefully, but it's looking good because the clouds are blowing over and the sun's appearing.
Yeah, which last night it was so cloudy, wasn't it?
It was mega cloudy last night.
So tonight we are hoping to tick off not 1, not 2, but 3 things.
Tonight we're both going to be on a horse for the first time. We're going to be on a beach in the Arctic Circle, which we've never done before. And we're also going to see the midnight sun, hopefully.
Hopefully. I've got everything crossed. I have had
So have I.
all day because I am dying to see it. But as you can hopefully see, the sun is coming out. We just need it to drop a little bit lower. We need the clouds to part a little. And hopefully we can tick off these 3 things from our never-ending bucket list. So let's head from the ship onto our bus, which is going to take us to the beach, where hopefully we're going to see something pretty incredible.
That's right. Tonight was the first time for both of us ever riding a horse. We drove for about an hour through the most amazing scenery. I couldn't believe how light it was after 9 p.m. It felt so strange to have dinner on the ship and then get ready to go horse riding, something I never actually thought I'd see.
After driving for about an hour, we arrived at the horses at about 10 p.m. After a safety briefing and a quick tutorial, it was time for us to go and meet our horses. Mum seemed to click with hers straight away. I, on the other hand, was still pretty nervous, as you might be able to tell by how, shall we say, gracefully I mounted it.
The place we were riding the horses was absolutely stunning. There was a white sandy beach, and we'll show you that later, a small village of what looked like holiday homes, stunning cliff-top walks, and dramatic mountains in the background. The best part was the view of the sea, which allowed us uninterrupted views throughout our ride. Our horses were Icelandic horses, a breed that's well known for having a very friendly nature. I'm not too sure that's what mine was, but never mind. They're more able to thrive in extreme conditions, and they also have 5 different gaits. 2 more, actually, than other horse breeds.
Do you know what? This is all going really well. I'm a little nervous to take my eye off the road here, but I can't believe that I'm currently riding a horse, Mum is riding a horse, and I just caught up with her back there and she said that she was having a great time. So, I didn't know how this was going to pan out, but I'm delighted she's enjoying it. The sun is trying so hard to break through, so I'm really hoping that we're going to get to see the midnight sun tonight. But wow, it's 11:30 p.m. We're currently on horses going through the mountains in Norway, and honestly, it's amazing. Do you know what else was pretty amazing? My dismount from my horse. Well, okay, not exactly. I'm not sure how. That ended up looking so chaotic when my feet were not that far off the ground in the first place. Anyway, moving on, I was so proud of Mum tonight for just jumping in, and do you know what? We both had an absolute ball. Before heading back to the ship, we stood down on the sandy beach where our ride began to just take in the absolute phenomenon of the midnight sun one more time. And just like that, we're back on the ship.
Yep, definitely back on the ship.
Can you believe tonight just happened?
No, it feels as if I was dreaming, actually. I'm actually quite sad it's over.
I'm exhausted, to be honest.
Well, I'm exhausted as well, but the fact that it's 1:20 in the morning and it's still light.
It's so light. It's like broad daylight out here. So we've just ticked off getting on a horse and riding a horse for the first time. We visited a beach in the Arctic Circle, and we've also managed to see, high five, the midnight sun.
Not the sun, but the midnight sun.
So, on that note, where's your head at? Have you had a good night?
I've had a brilliant time. Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
It was fantastic.
I'm very proud of you, because I
very
wasn't
much.
convinced that you were going to get on that horse.
I was determined to get on that horse, the poor horse.
Well, 20-1. Let's go downstairs, maybe have a fancy nightcap.
Yep. I think
And
I
then
need
let's
one to
get
calm me down.
Then let's get to bed because I am exhausted. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Next up, welcome to the northernmost point on our itinerary this cruise, Tromsø. The city of Tromsø is located on a small island, 350 kilometres north of the Arctic Circle, so we were now well and truly in uncharted territory for us. Being so far into the Arctic Circle, the sun never sets here in the summer, and the sun never rises here in the depths of winter, which is amazing to think about, isn't it? We opted to spend the day soaking in the sights of the city, wandering around the shops and sampling some of the coffee, which, yes, is also brewed above the Arctic Circle.
Going back to the shopping point, Norway's famous for trolls. Come to think of it, Fraser, a lot of these souvenirs actually reminded me of you.
Yes, very good. Move on.
The highlight of our day in Tromsø was visiting the Arctic Cathedral. This place was a church like no other I've ever seen before. It was dedicated on the 19th of November 1965, the year I was born, and we could see it really clearly from the ship when we docked in the morning. The church structure features 11 huge aluminium-coated concrete panels, which can be seen clearly from both outside and also on the inside. At the one end of the building, where the main entrance is, there's a huge glass facade with a cross. At the other end, there's a stunning stained glass installation, which runs the entire height of the sanctuary. The installation depicts God's hand, from which departs 3 rays of light, one through Jesus, one through a woman, and one through a man. No matter what your religious views, you can't deny this place is absolutely amazing to see.
After leaving the Arctic Cathedral, we made our way back to Balmoral to enjoy a cold but very scenic sail away from Tromsø. You might have gathered already across the last few episodes, but one thing that I'm really enjoying about this series is having the opportunity to push my mum a little bit more out of her comfort zone. Tomorrow morning, I've booked a surprise excursion that she knows nothing about, and I really hope she's going to love it. We have woken up somewhere absolutely beautiful. We're in Scotland today, and the sun is shining, and the sky is completely blue yet again. How have we pulled this off?
No idea. It's amazing though.
Every single day the weather's been amazing.
It's just so sunny, so bright, and everything just looks crystal clear.
Yeah, I'm so excited for today. Now, today we are doing something very, very different. You don't actually know what we're doing today.
No, I don't. It's got
Today
me a bit
is
worried.
the big surprise excursion that we're going on. So, we are going to be experiencing one of the most famous ways and one of the most popular ways to see the scenery here in Norway.
Okay.
Any ideas?
No.
Don't worry, it's not a plane. So we are going to be leaving the ship,
But we'd need to if we were exploring.
boarding a boat, which I'll tell you more about in a second,
Okay.
to go island hopping.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
The boat that we're boarding
A rowing boat?
is a high-speed rib boat.
All right. I've never been in one of them before, so quite looking forward to that then.
Well, you saw them yesterday.
I saw them, but I didn't think I'd be on one, to be fair. And my thoughts.
I've been doing my research and I have a fun fact to get you excited.
What's that?
Rib boats will travel at over 45 miles per hour.
All right.
So you'll be strapped in.
Hopefully.
So today is similar to the horse riding, that comfort zone. You're getting dragged out of it, kicking and screaming, and strapped on the front of a boat.
To be fair, the horse riding was excellent once
And
I was
that's
actually
what today
on the
will
horse.
hopefully be.
Well, hopefully.
Right, on that note, let's go from here out into the sunshine and we'll see all of you and you on a high-speed rib boat.
Can't wait.
As we left the ship today, I wasn't totally convinced that my mum had grasped what we were doing today, and I was a little bit concerned that this may have been a little bit too far out of our comfort zone, but only time would tell. After we went through the other side of the terminal here in Scotland, we arrived at the high-speed rib boats, and I think at that point, it all started to set in. I think as soon as we were given our waterproof overalls, which were so heavy by the way, it began to get very real very, very quickly. Before we knew it, it was time for my mum to board her first ever high-speed rib boat for what was hopefully going to be a ride to remember. We got down in the boat, we got strapped in, and we started to head out from Sortland. We would spend about 1 hour on the Rib before we would then arrive at Trollfjord, which was somewhere that I had been really looking forward to seeing because it's very different to the fjords that I've been to previously. I'm going to leave you now to enjoy some of the scenery and some of the views that we got to experience on our way to Trollfjord, and I'll pick back up with you shortly. After about an hour, we arrived. Welcome to Trollfjord. This is one of the smaller Norwegian fjords, and this place is completely unspoiled. It doesn't have any settlements running along its banks, and as a result, it's only accessible by boat. One of the things that makes this fjord so fascinating is the dimensions of it. It's only 2 kilometres, or about 1.2 miles long, which is vastly different to most of the other more famous fjords, which are known for reaching much further inland. It's also incredibly narrow when compared to other fjords. In fact, at its narrowest point, Trollfjord is just 100 metres or 328 feet wide, giving you the feeling that you could almost touch either side. It's absolutely incredible. This place is an absolute haven for wildlife. Not long after entering the fjord, Mum even managed to spot sea eagles flying so high above our boat. It was unbelievable. After spending some time exploring the fjord, it was time for us to head back to the ship. Of course, there was one more question to ask. Did my mum enjoy her first ever rib boat ride? Well, how was it?
Absolutely brilliant.
That was great.
Just not what I was expecting. So comfortable. An amazing way to see the scenery.
You had fun?
Fantastic. I had loads of fun.
Glad you did it?
I'm amazed I done it, but yeah, no, really glad I done it.
Why? Hang on. Shall we look at my hair?
I'm not even going to talk about my hair.
Shall we head back to the ship and have a cup of tea and some lunch?
And a wine, maybe.
Let's go. As we made our way south towards Kristiansund, our final port of call on this cruise, we had a whole day of scenic cruising to enjoy. Throughout the day, we had absolutely remarkable scenery all around the ship, everywhere you looked. Every time you looked up, the landscape had completely changed. One of the highlights of our scenic cruising day was our scenic sail past of the Seven Sisters mountain range, which happened around lunchtime. These 7 peaks have been a point of interest for sailors for such a long time because they stand so proudly over the coastline. It is possible to hike these mountains, but personally, I was incredibly thankful to be ticking them off of our list today from the safety and the comfort of Balmoral's open decks. They range in height, with the smallest measuring 910 metres and the highest measuring 1,072 metres. There's some really interesting stories behind these Seven Sisters, with some locals even proclaiming that the mountains themselves are what is left of 7 trolls who used to inhabit the area. They were turned into stone at the end, and they're now presented here in mountain form forevermore. Unfortunately, we did have a relatively thick cloud cover for our sail past, but it was amazing to see that this lifted the longer that we looked at the mountains. If anything, the clouds added a real degree of mystery and excitement because everybody was looking, waiting to see what was behind the clouds when they moved over a little bit more. After seeing the Seven Sisters, our attention quickly shifted to where it's been every single night of this cruise, and that is wildlife spotting from the ship. On our first cruise, Mum spotted dolphins when we were off the coast of Scotland, but we were determined this time to go bigger. We were in the Arctic Circle after all. We were desperate to try and see a whale. On most nights of this cruise, we've enjoyed our evening meals and then we've gone back to our cabins to change into much warmer clothes, which has then allowed us to spend hours out on deck. We have spent such a long time across this cruise watching the horizon, watching the water, trying desperately to see something appear. At times I thought we're just going to have to give up, and at other times I thought, oh my goodness, my mum has now gone mad because of all this sea air. However, tonight felt different. There was something in the air tonight that just got us thinking this is going to be the night that we're going to spot some wildlife. So we grabbed our trusty sparkling waters and made our way back out on deck yet again. We were worried that the following evening we'd be leaving Kristiansand, which is quite far south, so we thought tonight was probably our final attempts to get some wildlife ticked off of our list and hopefully a whale. The conditions tonight were much smoother than what they'd been the rest of the cruise, which lends itself pretty nicely to trying to spot some wildlife. We then went to the front of the ship, and that's where we found the team from Orca. Orca is a wildlife charity that Fred Olsen Cruise Lines have partnered with, and the team will come on to some cruises to help track some of the wildlife and the activity in the water along the ship's route. As the clock approached midnight, I kid you not, you couldn't make this up, we spotted orca and sperm whales swimming relatively close to the ship. They were visible with our own eyes, but very frustratingly my camera equipment didn't manage to pick them up, so you're going to have to believe us on that one. First orca?
Yes. And a sperm whale.
You
Two
happy?
sperm whales. Delighted, absolutely delighted.
All in all, another absolutely incredible experience, and we're delighted to say that we have just ticked off spotting a whale on deck with orca from our list. Tomorrow, we'll be docking in Kristiansand, and I've got a plan for my mum that I suspect she's going to love. Morning everyone, it's our final port day today. It's nice and early, it's just before 7 a.m, and I'm currently on my way along to my mum's cabin. Now, today we're doing something that I cannot wait for. I think she's going to be delighted when I tell her, but at the moment, she thinks we're heading off on a bus tour, so yes, it's going to be very different to what she was expecting. Hopefully she's happy. I'll see you in her room. Well, final port day.
Can't believe it's coming so soon.
Yeah, I feel as though, again, we blinked after getting on the ship and it's now almost time to think about wrapping up.
I know. It's quite depressing to think it's going.
After today, we're homeward bound, but that's not happening yet. We're starting today in a way that we haven't actually started one on a Fred Olsen Cruise Lines ship, have we?
No.
We're having breakfast in the cabin, so I have come along to your room.
Yep.
We've ordered it. Do you want to walk us through what we've got?
We have tea, coffee, and we have a
These look
basket
nice.
of bread rolls and pastries and croissants.
They look good.
And,
We've
well,
got one box of cereal.
there's an explanation to the cereal. I have eaten mine this morning.
While I was talking to you, Mum was talking to her breakfast. So
Mine was Special K,
Yeah.
to be fair.
I've gone for some Frosties. Mum had some Special K.
And we've also got fruit and yoghurt.
Yeah, so it's quite a light breakfast this morning, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which I'm delighted for because obviously we're on the bus tour today.
Yep.
Well, on that note, I've got something to tell.
Oh no. What now?
I've got something to tell you. Obviously today we want to go and see the Atlantic Road,
Right.
which is mega famous
Yeah.
here in Kristiansand.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we obviously thought we were going to see it on a bus where we'd drive along it.
Right.
We are going to do that.
Oh, that's
we will
good.
drive along it.
That's good.
So you will get to tick that off. However, we're also
No, there's always a but.
going to then board a high-speed rib boat to do a 90-minute tour all along it, underneath it. It's going to throw us everywhere, and hopefully we'll get a really good view. I'm hoping that's welcome news.
That is great news, because I loved the one I was on the other day.
Okay,
it was
good.
so much fun.
Oh. Okay, that's good. I thought you were maybe going to have a bit of a breakdown this morning, so that has worked well.
No.
So that should be really good fun.
Hopefully.
Now, yeah, hopefully. The Atlantic Road that we're going to see has won so many awards. It won the Norwegian Construction of the Century a couple of years ago. It's also one of the world's most scenic drives. Right. And apparently is one of the most famous places in the world for car commercials.
Oh, right.
So I'm looking forward to seeing it. I just hope the weather holds.
So it does look lovely on the bridge cam at the moment.
Yeah, we're watching the bridge cam. We can see us docking. It looks okay, so fingers crossed.
Yeah, definitely. Fingers crossed.
So let's sign out. I'm going to eat my breakfast. You can watch me enjoy mine.
I'll have a croissant.
And we'll then head out, have a look off of the ship from the top deck, and then we'll head out to see, hopefully, one of the most scenic drives we've ever seen, both from the road and from underneath it.
Fantastic.
Here we go.
Looking forward to it.
Second time around, I would say that arriving at the rib boat facility and getting dressed into our overalls and getting onto the boat was so much more stress-free and way more fun, because both of us knew exactly what was coming. We got into our overalls so quickly because we were just so excited. Boarding the boat, we actually realised that we had some people on our tour today who were also on our last rib boat ride, so it was brilliant to have some familiar faces on here with us today. The main difference between our last rib ride and this one was that the previous one was in a relatively narrow fjord area. This one, however, was the complete opposite. Here, we were out in the open ocean and the elements were relatively against us. We had pretty choppy seas, we had lots of rain, lots of wind, but that didn't put us off, and we had an absolute ball out here yet again. Throughout today, I kept thinking how grateful I am for this entire experience. It's been amazing to just spend this time with my mum. I've told you before that we don't see a huge amount of each other at home, so each of these trips has been so special so far. We got to drive along and see the Atlantic Ocean Road up close, and we even got to go underneath multiple bridges multiple times. The Atlantic Ocean Road opened in 1989 and it's entirely toll-free. It consists of 8 bridges in total, over 8,274 metres. Now, countless car commercials and adverts, and also a number of movies have been shot here, perhaps most famously James Bond's No Time to Die, where a car chase was actually filmed going across the bridge. Before we knew it, it was time for us to enter the more sheltered waters to leave the boat. Well, rib number 2 done.
Amazing. Fantastic. This is my new thing.
Can you believe that you have just been on here?
No.
Would you do it again?
Yeah.
Would you do it again?
Yeah.
Oh, you would. Right, well, how do you feel about going back to the ship, getting maybe a coffee and a cake?
Okay.
And warming up?
Yep, sounds good to me.
But for now, second rib. Well
Fantastic. Done. Thank you.
Well, it's the final night. We're back on board. It's the end of the cruise. I hate this. I hate this
I feel
part.
sad.
Now, it's not the final night for us. We do have a day at sea tomorrow, but it's the final part that we'll be filming for this episode.
Yeah.
Which means that we are on our merry way back to Rosyth in Scotland to disembark the ship in 36 hours' time.
Yep. Not thinking about that.
What a cruise.
It has been brilliant.
It's been amazing, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Now, this cruise has taken us to a part of the world that I never really knew if I was going to get to see. And I certainly wouldn't have thought I'd get to see it with you.
Definitely not.
It's been so fun. So what's your highlight been?
There's been quite a few highlights, if I'm honest about it.
Mm-hmm.
I love the horse riding at midnight, in the midnight sun. And I have to say, I think what has pipped it to the post were the rib boats. I just don't think I was expecting.
Thank goodness,
What
because I was terrified
Well, so was I.
that was going to be a surprise that would go down the pan.
It was fab, absolutely fab. I was terrified, but loved it. It was just breathtaking. The scenery, just everything was just amazing about it.
And are you excited for your next cruise?
I am.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Which we won't tell you where we're going quite yet, but I have got you a little gift from this cruise that I thought you could reflect back on at some point. We were in a shop and I found this little iron-on patch. Now, you don't have to iron it onto anything,
Right.
but I thought you could keep it just as a memory. It's got the line of the Arctic Circle,
Right.
and it shows you where we went, and you can hopefully look back and remember a great trip.
Yep.
Don't cry. Don't cry.
It's fantastic. It's been a real adventure.
It's been great, hasn't
Yep.
it? So tonight, we have to go and see the captain
Yep.
for farewell drinks.
Yep.
And then we have a whole day at sea to relax into tomorrow. But
Thank goodness.
hopefully, you've enjoyed our video and you've enjoyed coming with us up to the Arctic Circle to explore. If you did, then remember to click that subscribe button and stay tuned for episode 4, where we are going to yet another part of the world together to do some more exploring. Stay tuned and we'll tell you more about that in due course. But for now, thank you so much for following along and we'll hopefully see you in our next episode. Bye.
Bye.